Om Sarva Vedanta Siddhante Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Nice. Now, please read. Shrute Shatagunam Vidyat Mananam Mananadapi Nitidhyasam Lakshya Gunam Anantam Nirvikalpakam Nirvikalpaka Samadhina Sputam Brahma Tattvam Avagamyate Dhruvam Nanyatha Chalataya Manogate Pratyayantara Vimrishitam Vimishritam Bhavet. Right. So please see, so long as you have been listening, the most important aspect of it is how much of it has flown into your life. It is like driving. When you are learning to drive, that's a beautiful example. When you are learning to drive, the purpose is not to continue to learn. Every time you don't need one instructor by your side. Hey, don't put the accelerator, don't put the brake. In the beginning stages, it tells you, don't accelerate, apply the brake. Because you don't know whether to apply the brake or acceleration. You don't know what is brake, what is acceleration. You think you are applying the acceleration, the car stops. You think you are applying the brake, it goes. You think you are applying the brake, it goes. That is why the instructor has one set of control in by his foot. Because you know you will go crazy. After some time, when the instructor doesn't have to use any remote control panel by his feet, he knows you are master. Like that. Staying with the teacher, learning this knowledge, is to be once in a while being told, don't do this, don't do this, sit down, contemplate, write, read, think. Don't simply, All these different types of advice can be given to you. Basically, remote control. The more and more the driving instructor sees that the person is really now driving well, will he apply his remote control? So that is how you grow independent. So you cannot depend on the teacher for all times to come. Please tell me what am I supposed to cook today? There are some people who are ridiculously dependent. And the gurus also seem to enjoy that also. Whatever my guru says, only I do. Why? Because then you don't have to take any responsibility. A very smart good. Because if you take a decision, you have to face the consequences. If you don't take the decision, what can I do? He only told me. That's very good. You are such a jewel. Just think of it. This is where people destroy themselves. Understand, have fun. Just like you are having fun in learning driving. When you are learning driving, is there any one of you, please, I want to make it very, very simple and beautiful. Because it is simple and beautiful, not I am making it like that. Is there, whenever you are going for learning driving, is there anybody who is planning for an accident? Why are you learning driving? So that after 3 years I met with an accident in highway and die. Make 10, 20 people also injured, 20 cars destroyed, me also dead. Anybody? There is no such plan. You want to learn driving. Why? Because you want to enjoy the fun. Driving around, top speed, in the protection of the car, with the top speed around the world, sightseeing. So, this physical body is the ultimate vehicle. Understanding your mind is ultimate driving. Knowing yourself is the ultimate driver. Being yourself, then you know the mechanism of the thought. How are you going to handle your thought? So it is not some type of a pain or anxiety to ask questions. How long shall I understand this thing? What do you know how long? It's a pleasure to drive. Are you getting that point, please? How long? Don't ask how long. Until it becomes absolutely effortless. In the beginning stages, there will be some effort because our whole thinking is completely upside down. I have been looking for security in the things where there is no security. Holding on to bank balance, I think I am the most secured person. Now suddenly cancer, entire bank balance is loose, gone. A person had a kidney failure. You understand what kidney failure means. 3 to 4 times dialysis every week, and ultimately there is a kidney transplant, and then purchasing and all that, you know what it is. The fellow was finished. And by the time he finished selling his land, he died. Now children also die. I'm not telling you a joke. These are the things you don't see in life. Now today we enjoyed beautiful flowers, beautiful decoration, lovely food. Do you understand? As you are going in, how many people are coming into work? It makes no difference to them that there is a Guru Purnima, that there is a beautiful puja, that there is lovely decoration, that there is nice food. It makes no difference. Because if it doesn't work for today, there is no 100 rupees, the children may starve tomorrow. So don't forget these things. When we are living our life, that is why the most important thing. When we come to this knowledge, you become absolutely sensitive. You know the mechanism of every thought. And you do not come, just like as I told you, to learn the driving. The idea is to have fun. Sightseeing. You go around the world driving, sightseeing, but no accident as far as possible. At least in physical world, even if you are an ace driver, you cannot escape being hit by somebody because the other fellow is drunk. You are a top driver, but the other fellow is drunk, he can hit you. But in case of your mind, there is no gate crashing. Nobody can get crashed into your mind until you give the space. Are you getting that point? You understand that point? Until you give the space, nobody has the right capacity to get crushed. They can only tell you stupid. Accepting is your privilege. Rejecting is your privilege. But the moment somebody says, it is like free access. You understand? It's a total free access. By chance somebody says something, you are already reacting. Exploding. Jumping. Why? Free access. Please. Ears are wide open. Sounds will reach you. Reaction must be your control. What the other person says, over that you have absolutely no control. But how you react, over that you have the control. Are you getting that point, please? I don't have the control over my reaction, but I tell, you should not talk like that. Hey, I want to control his speech, not my reaction. How stupid. You understand? Oh, but Swamiji, you don't know. I am living with a man or woman. She continuously pushing nonsense. Continuously pushing nonsense. You continuously avoid taking it. How long? There is no question how long. If you don't want, it will never go in. Is it really true? Yes. For last 20 years you have been listening, you are Brahman. Why nothing has happened? Are you getting that point, please? For years together somebody is listening. But he doesn't want to take that he is the Brahman, the truth, the absolute. But when somebody is an idiot, you grab it. and protest also. And there are also wonderful people who also protest. How can I be Brahman? Yes, you are not. Be an idiot. That's very good. How can you say I am the happiness? True, I am sorry. I should not have told that. I am withdrawing my statement. You are an idiot. Continue to be unhappy. If you are happy being unhappy, what is my problem? You understand? I am not telling you. Enjoy this teaching. Enjoy this learning. For what? So that you can see, just like outside, when I know how to drive a vehicle, travel becomes easier, speedier, more comfortable. Same thing also when I learn to drive this vehicle of a body, mind, where there is no more any emotional conflict, no crashing, no clashing of personality. Because I know exactly where to stand. I am happy with myself. If there is a problem come, I withdraw. You know exactly how to handle it. That is why you learn your driving in your meditation. Your meditation is your moment of driving, learning to negotiate. When you are with yourself, a thought comes. Listen carefully. When you are with yourself, a thought is coming. But that thought is not pushing you into activity. There is no restlessness. Understand? The thought comes. Are you familiar with your thought yet? If you do not get familiar with your thought processes, when somebody puts a thought, suddenly it becomes like a stranger. You don't know how to deal with it. How do you people, these army people, they have a mock battle, a mock warfare. If they do not engage themselves in mock battle, but every day in barak, sit down and with bada khana, with a big feast, and then only when the battle comes, they go there. They shall be like a fodder. The other fellow will finish them up. But they go for a mock battle. As though there is enemy coming in, as though there is dark night, as though there are, tough, the terrain is tough, and they carry all the load of it with a blank bullet, signing, go on fighting, struggling, crawling, jumping, running, doing everything. Why? Keep themselves fit, so that when the real battle comes, they know what to do. In your meditation, it is like a mock battle every day. When the thought comes, does it push you? You are sitting down quietly. A thought comes, why sitting down? Go. Before you know, you are gone. Who opens your eyes? Come on, when you sit down closing your eyes, just think of it. When you sit down closing, by mistake, 5 minutes you decide to close your eyes and sit. By mistake you do that. And then you sit down closing your eyes. Who pulls your eyes? Does anybody come, hey, why are you sitting? Does anybody do that? No. But after 2 minutes, the fellow is looking at like an owl. Can't keep his eyes closed. Or after some time, what is that? People do that. Unconscious activity. Just who is pushing you? When you are sitting down alone with the door tightly closed, who is pulling you? Why are you looking here and there? You mean to say the lizard is coming for a conversation with you? He is telling, tuck, 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 tuck. So I have to reply or else he may jump on me. Is there like that? No. Please think. Make it light. Don't make it too serious. You will never understand it. You know that? This whole thing is a stupid joke. I am happiness and looking for myself. What a joke. That is just like a joke strikes you. Joke strikes you. Same way, knowledge strikes you. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So just like you learn driving, you go into a lonely spot. So that anywhere, any speed you can go away. There is no other vehicle. On a lonely stretch, you are learning it. Same thing you do it. Your physical body, please understand, is a lovely, innocent instrument. Do not ever blame your body. Body is the most beautiful instrument. Be grateful to God for this body. Can you be? No, you are miserable. Why? My nose is like this. What is your problem? Some fellow cannot breathe and you say your nose is like this, right? Or my ear is like this. What is your problem? How does it matter? It's how you use this instrument called physical body. Today's newspaper, it has come, the Stephen Hawking, the greatest living scientist in England, now wants to get out of Britain. He doesn't want to stay in Britain because British government is not spending enough money for scientific research. And you know that person, how is he? Ashtavakra. Modern day Ashtavakra with 8-9 bends. The whole body is like this. He can't even talk. He speaks through a very sophisticated computer. Rubbles. Something will say, that will decipher what he is talking, then you can understand. But top scientist, his book Brief History of Time, if you read. I said, then Mr. Universe, shall I worship him now? Mr. Universe, every limb is perfect. Miss Universe, so what shall I do about it? You can look at them only 2 minutes. When the problem comes, you want to throw them out and go. Are you getting that? Very handsome man, very handsome woman. How long can you be with it? It's like a beautiful house. When the hunger comes, you have to leave that house to work somewhere, right or wrong? When the hunger comes, it's a beautiful house. Will you stay in that house? Why have you left that lovely country and come to this harsh Alaskan landscape to work for an oil thing? What to do? If I stay in that beautiful country, there is no food to eat. Therefore, I am in a harsh landscape. True. Same thing. A person can be very nice to look at. So what? Your body is wonderful. So what? Your mind you need to use. At the same time, body is a beautiful instrument, a great blessing. Don't ever misuse this body, destroy this body. It's so beautiful. And where do you learn driving? Please understand, who learns driving? Car learns driving or driver learns driving? Simple example. Car learns driving or driver learns driving? The body doesn't know anything. Body needs to be driven. Should you drive the thoughts or the thinker? Thinker. We don't fix the thinker, but you are giving them thoughts. I have given a lot of good thoughts to my children. You can't do any number to anybody. You yourself have not followed, they will also not follow. Don't worry. Why? Thinker is stupid. The person doesn't know anything about himself. Are you getting that point, please? So you're learning to teach. You're learning to drive this vehicle, this body, this mind, these thoughts. That is meditation. Understanding the nature of thought very, very clearly, as well as the I thought. So that your whole drive is smooth. So look at for yourself, in how many, in a day, or in a week, or in a month, to begin with, start with a day. In a day, how long or how many minutes or hours I get involved with problems. A little drive through one day's life. Habba, what complications people create. What is the last time I created a problem for myself and for others? Will you please think? That is thinking. Yourself happy? You may not give happiness to somebody, but you do not cause unhappiness to anybody. You do not give convenience, you may not cause convenience, but do not cause inconvenience to anybody. You are happy with yourself. So look at yourself. That is where comes manana. That is why Shrutehe Satagunam Mananam. You can listen to beautiful teaching, but 100 times more important than listening to this teaching is your manana, reflection. Thinking about it and seeing the truth of it. How much of it goes into my system? How much of it goes into my life? That is why you have got a driving test. In the secular world, you have a driving test. A person, before giving you this driving license, put you into test. How are you negotiating? Are you really looking left when taking a turn? Are you looking right when taking a right turn? While parking the car, are you putting in the right space? Are you jumping the line? jumping the light, or you are obeying the light. All these things they will see. Whereas in life's traffic, there is no training, there is no test, there is no license. Everybody is licenses. Are you getting that? You have a license to kill. Do you understand why the human world is in such a trouble? We should have the training, then taste. The trouble with his Vedanta Upanishad is excellent, no doubt about it. It pushes you into the whole teaching. And yourself is the test. If you don't do it, you know, you are failing. Whereas, most of the theology, you can see that. Even lesser Hinduism, where people are lost in the rituals and other things, if you look at it, they insist on belief system. This is what my belief is. And for that I can kill you and you have no right to question me. What is this? Think, please. As even for driving, you are learning driving, you are going through a test. Something, go through a test. Am I getting emotionally upset? No. Am I getting very childish, complaining, miserable for small little things? Am I upset? Am I under the spell of moods? Yes. Not fit for marriage yet. Because you want to go to, if you are, what is marriage? A traffic. It's another traffic. A car with tandem. No, I myself crazy. Take another one with me. What a headache. Understand that point? See, if I do not know how to negotiate, let me not jump into it. But what is happening? Untrained, unconscious, ignorant people, literally everybody has his own rule of traffic travel. This is how I believe. This is what I believe. Then what happens? There was a time when that individuality was not that strong. So, one fellow believed, everybody said yes. If father believed, that's enough. The whole family believed. Today, your left side doesn't believe your right side. Your own left side, right. Forget other fellow. It doesn't work because you are in highly educated society. So look at yourself. Please, in a day, in a week, how much happiness I have distributed and how much unhappiness I have caused. How much pleasure I have invoked, how much pain I have invoked in other people. Please see that for yourself. Manana. Then you become so light-hearted. Because when you are a top-class driver, how do you negotiate? Effortlessly negotiate. In the beginning stages, have you seen the beginners drivers, elbowed? They will be holding the steering wheel as the steering wheel is running out of the car. Both the hands will be tight. Tight grip on that. Right. And as the person I have told, exactly following also, you must look right. Right. Left leg. But when you are a top driver, with one finger. Because it's all power cruise. You don't have to worry about it. It's not a truck without power. You just hold on a finger. Then talking to people and or just you have got a mirror. And absolutely effortless drive. Same thing also. When you are happy with yourself, contented with yourself, you know you cannot commit a mistake. Why? There is no personal desire. When you have no personal wish, you try it out, you will know that. When you don't have a personal wish, you cannot commit a mistake. I tell you an example. Suppose sit down on the food. Just sit down somewhere. Whatever comes is fine. You are looking at your own plate. You are not looking at the other fellow's plate. He comes in, hey, give me one vadai. I am giving you two. Oh. You are not worried. Let him eat two. More cholesterol, more oil. One vadai. Very good. Thank you. Somebody deliberately trying to tease you with giving a cup of coffee without sugar. Thank you. No sugar. Wonderful. How do you know I don't like sugar? the fellow is in trouble. You don't precipitate a situation. You understand that point? You do not precipitate a situation. If it comes up, if you can do something about it. But you are not climbing the wall. Meditation. Meditation is not an otherworldly activity, for God's sake. It's not an otherworldly activity. Divorced from life. I give 23 hours into my killing other people, 1 hour for my meditation. What? Nonsense. That's not meditation. Please. How much of this 1 hour flows into your 23 hours? You sit down and look at yourself. Every thought. Is it a problem? Any thought you clearly appreciate. No thought is a mystery. No emotion, mood is a mystery. You know exactly how to handle it. When to stop, when not to stop. Tasmat manana. And therefore, from manana, sahas lakshya gunopi nitidhyasana. And having thought over it, now you completely drop those thoughts. Not necessary. You don't need to have a thought to be with yourself. Just, it's like dying. Consciously dying. The body is there, perception is not there. Mind is there, but thoughts are very slim. Sometimes no thoughts also. Can you do that? That's why they call it yoga nidra, a conscious sleep. Nidra it is. It's like a sleep. But you are awake. You sleep because no waking, no dream, no projection, no perception. Waking is perception. Dream is projection. Are you getting that? Dream is projection. Dream is characterized by projection. Waking is characterized by perception. When you are sitting down quietly to be with yourself, no perception because you have closed your eyes, sit down at a lonely place. No projection because no thoughts coming up. You are being with yourself. You are not sleeping because you are awake, wide awake to yourself. That is why in meditation, samadhi, no waking, no dreaming, no sleeping. Not waking because no perception. No dream because no projection, no sleep because no ignorance. In sleep, you are totally ignorant, folded up. In awake, in samadhi, you are being with yourself. Nirvikalpa, that is the nitidhyasana. Ananta koti guna, meaning incomparable. Because once you are with yourself, thereafter every scripture gains meaning. Are you getting that? Thereafter it is all your description. Thousands of books, thousands of hours of teaching. What is going on? Only about me. What a fulfillment. What a fulfillment. Now do you think, is there anything which is worth distraction? That I should be losing this for anything? The moment you get lost in a thought or process, emotional, built up, or some type of distracted by some perception, you lose sight of yourself. And please understand, any time you are gone into a problem, that time you have lost sight of yourself. But the worst part of it is, if you point out to the person, the fellow says, I know what am I doing, I see. What can you say? That is where you leave them alone. Okay, thank you, do it. Appreciate. So just like a driving. Are you excited? Are you excited about learning this driving with yourself? Just ask that question. Are you excited about it? Like a child when you're excited about learning cycling? As a youngster you're excited about learning driving your car? Are you excited about learning this body and mind driving? Don't feel frightened. Because people have frightened you. Meditation, very serious activity. You should not eat garlic. You will never look at a man or woman. You should not read the newspaper. Right? You should not eat spicy food. Rubbish. With this type of imaginary, nonsensical, substanceless, insubstantial, unsubstantiated demands, that you should not do this, should not do this. People are lost in do's and don'ts. So the person who is not eating garlic, he thinks he is Mr. Holiness. And absolutely proud. The person is by chance eating a little something like that, he feels like he's getting, digging a hole and getting into it. Why? He is such a stupid, full of guilt or arrogance. So what? Why do you have to justify? Are you getting that point, please? Your interest is in learning driving. You're being with yourself. Are you excited about it? Hey, that is why the teacher must make it, society must make it, the books must make it, tradition must make it. A tradition is a happy tradition. Not full of guilt, not full of fear and anxiety. So coming to religion means as though you are renouncing everything, therefore I am going to religion. Why people are not coming to listen to these things? Because they think, if I go there, finished, now my life is useless. Huh? If you really want to make life meaningful, you must come to this. It's like a person says, he has no time to learn driving, but he has all the time to walk on the road. How do you like it? The fellow has no time to learn driving, but he can walk from a distance, one place to another place, take 3 days to walk. Hey, why don't you learn driving? No time. No time. You're walking. No time to be happy. Why? Because I'm busy getting some sound or taste or touch or smell, looking for it, just get it. When I get it, I'll be happy. You can be looking for million years, billion years, at the end of it, miserable. So are you excited? Cut off these conditionings from inside, completely cut off that conditioning. That in order to do that, I have to fulfill these conditions. If you think I am an upstart, I am stupid, type of modern day, okay, I'll give you the Shankara statement. In Bhagavad, in this book itself, it comes somewhere after 550 some verses, it will come later, you shall see when it comes up, I'll point it out. That he says that, Ayamatma Nitya Siddha. Pramane sati bhasate. Don't worry about it, where it is. I know the verse, I don't know the number. Ayamatma nitya siddha pramane sati bhasate. Na desham, na kalam, na suddhim apekshate. Ayamatma nitya siddha. This self, the I, the awareness. Nitya siddha, eternally existing. Eternally accomplished, ever existent. You don't have to produce it. Pramane sati bhasati. When you use the pramana, sabda pramana, it is revealed. Na desham, na kalam, na suddhim apekshate. It does not depend upon where you are, the place. Doesn't matter when you are, midnight, midday. Na suddhim apekshate. It doesn't wait for any type of purity. I am not speaking, Shankara. Why? You open your eyes. If eyes are defective, listen carefully. Eyes are defective, it becomes difficult. In this knowledge, what is the pramana? Shabda. Words reveal it. If the teacher is goofy, that is why teacher is the pramana. Or again, shabda. He is using the words. But when he is using the words, he doesn't know how to use the words. He may repeat the word. Understand the difference. There is a difference between repeating the word and using the word. It's like a fellow goes to an eye surgeon. The eye surgeon says, what happens? My eyes. He says, can you read that? Biggest letter. No. Next one? No, sorry, smallest letter. Can you read this? No. Next one? No. Next one? He said, what? You cannot read anything. What's happened to your eyes? He said, I don't know how to read. The fellow who doesn't know how to read, now what type of eye test you are taking for him? You should show him the picture, not the words. He doesn't know how to read. The person doesn't know how to be with himself. So everything is unhappiness. Everything is unhappiness. There is no moment of happiness. Even what he called happiness, there is a fear. It may come to an end. Like a youngster was asking, a youngster was told, how is your life? Very nice, but I am little frightened. What are you frightened for? No, I am not frightened, but I am very nice. Why? My father is a very, very sincere person. He works 26 hours, 25 hours out of 24 hours to provide us. So I am very happy with my mother. And my mother is such a jewel. She is always working. Whenever I come home, food is ready, clothes are ironed, books are kept in one place. He said, then what is your problem? By chance these two fellows want to escape? These two are working for me. You understand? This is the modern day youngster. By then these two fellows get tired and they want to go somewhere. Oh, yo, what will happen to my life? Understand? If a person who is not happy with himself, whatever you give him, nothing will work. His eyes are, he is blind. Where is he going to see happiness for himself? So it is important. You see, just like a driving, please. You start with your car, with your negotiating. Same thing, you start with your thoughts, negotiating. How it is. Bit by bit. Every thought, every emotion. Then you know how to handle. Living becomes beautiful. Okay. So, nitidhyasa, nirvikalpam, ananda gunam. Meaning, when you are just being with yourself, ananda gunam. And don't ask, how long shall I be there? It's not a painful process. It is yourself. So, any time. Being with yourself is not a job. How about Swamiji, I am going to office. What? So office, you are not there, huh? Between the transactions, close your eyes. I am in the kitchen, between the cutting the vegetable and pushing it into the dal. Relax. You are waiting in a bus stop. Instead of fretting, relax. Oh, the plane is delayed. So, are you going to fix the plane? Relax. If everybody relaxes, how it will happen? Don't worry about everybody. There will be some people who will have blood pressure. They will fix it for you. You don't have to worry. Like one fellow was traveling one day. And there are 2-3 people. They were, the 4 of them were traveling. 4, 5, 10, doesn't matter. Nobody had money. Because all of them are sadhus, renunciate. Only one fellow has money in his pocket. So they come there, they have to cross the boat. They have to cross the river. Because suddenly they thought the river is dry, so they can walk through. But suddenly there is a flash flood and the water has come and they can go. So now these fellows said, so Sadhu Baba, you are all sadhus, all renunciates. Now what do? Nothing. Anyway, we have no work that side, we will sit down here. There is no work. What is there we are doing here, we will be doing there. Same thing. So we are doing here, same thing, what are we doing there? But this fellow is their friend, no? He said, come on, understand the value of money. Give them 7 tickets. Go there. Next time he said, so, do you understand? Your renunciation doesn't work. Money takes you from one side to another side. He said, you are nuts. Money in your pocket will not take us here because you renounce that money. Are you getting that point? If you don't renounce that money, can you yourself travel? Renunciation only works. Don't say keeping works. You understand? You play, no, it's not a joke. Every moment you are giving. Why not gloriously, happily give? Anyway you are giving. Like the creation, continuously giving. By choice. Seasons come, mangoes blossom. Seasons come, neem tree blossoms. Seasons come, rose blossoms. Seasons come, rain comes down. Everybody gets it. Same thing for you. For a human, what is the season? All seasons, giving season. It is all with you. You are with yourself, happy, contented. Share. Understand? It has to be done. Happy with yourself. Therefore your heart overflows. What happens is, do you know why people cannot give love, cannot give affection, cannot give anything? Because so limited, if they give, they will be empty. When happiness overflows, understand the point, there is a difference between giving and after that you are empty, overflow where you are always full. Teaching must be overflow. Understand that example. Teaching must be overflow. Suppose you pick up 10 ideas and give out 10 ideas, empty. Next lecture, I don't know, another book, some point, okay. Oh, yeah, brilliant. 3, then next lecture, another one, empty. Why? Fill up, empty. Fill up, empty. Teaching is not filling up and empty, overflowing. I'm so happy is overflow, overflow, overflow. When shall I teach? Anytime. Where? Anywhere. Why? Talking about myself. It's overflow. When your prosperity is overflow, you are happy, people who receive also happy. Limited. Suppose you have 20 rupees and you are in a travel and you have got only 20 rupees. Every paisa counts. Suppose you have 20 million rupees. Oh, they are asking one roti, 5 rupees, Get it, man. Don't worry, 5. Get it. Why? Hungry, no? Get it. Because you have 20 million. Suppose you have 20 rupees. How much is it? 5. One day I was in 2 tears, really. I was standing in Cuttack. It's a real life incident. I want you to be sensitive. I was standing there and drinking some, lassi. In Cuttack, lassi is available. Summertime, very luxury, high quality lassi will be there. Very nice lassi. Some 20, 30, they will put such fragrance. As you pass through, you have to come there to drink it. It is so good. So my brother was going with me and we were traveling. He said, hey, shall we have it? For old college days sake, I said, all right, let's go. So we are standing there. And then one young couple, you know them, they are must be married or just like that, young couple, 20, 22, 23, they both come in. The girl is, so sweet, she must be, when this girl. The man comes up, can't say no to the wife, comes up and says, how much each one? 25 rupees. Oh, 50 rupees. His face fell. 50 rupees just for 2. And when he was saying no, and the girl was, you understand, she didn't feel anything, but she was, I could see that. Oh! I mean, I was destroyed. They had taken 1 feet. I called that man, the one. I said, come on, take these people. Give these people 2 best things. But don't charge them 50. Tell them 20 rupees also fine. 10 rupees. Rest, I'm paying. Whole thing I'm paying, but you charge them 10 rupees. Or else they will not feel like it. Call them back and give it. Appa, he goes there, runs there. Hey, you drink. How much? Whatever you give. 5, 10, 20. No, 10 rupees. Yeah. Appa, both are happy and went. How do you think? For spending 50 rupees, 20 rupees, the person really cannot do it. And look at the renunciates now. I have seen sadhus also. What type of thing? Doing nothing, but only demand the best thing. Preferably big car must come to pick up. Preferably these are the food must be given. And what is your contribution? You share with people. People will do for you. You give, you shall receive. It will never so happen that somebody can take from you and not be obliged. It will never happen. Give and see. Please, the thinking. It's very, very important. How much of that, this knowledge, because I really, when I remember this situation, I feel rotten. 5 rupees, 10 rupees. So you have 20 rupees with you. Every paisa you shall count. 20 million? Bring it. Don't ask money. Bring it because you have 20 million. You have got few ideas, you don't know what to do. Overflowing? Which subject I should talk? Name it. Why? The whole thing is inside your head. That is what happens by your contemplation. You see the truth very, very, very clearly. So, every day you do and make it a happy affair. Not a question, oh, how long shall I do? How long? It's not a pain. Nirvikalpaka samadhina sphutam brahma tattva avagamyate dhruvam. Nirvikalpaka samadhina, this reality, sphutam brahma tattvam, sphutam, clear. Brahma tattva, this truth of one's own self, is absolutely clear with nirvikalpa samadhi. When you hear these big, big words, you think, oh, yo, samadhi is only sadhus, rishis. Sadhus were not born, rishis were not born, wise man was not born. He was an ordinary person. That is where you want to tell people. Don't suddenly say, oh, look at that person. How come he has become a big engineer? Don't talk that. Tell him, when you are a 10-year-old, he was also 10-year-old, he was studying, but he studied nicely. Don't tell him, you be him. How can he be him? Are you getting that? When you give that ideals, it doesn't work out. To a young boy, you are telling you must be like him. How can he be like him? A student, at this moment, you take care of your now, the present, automatically it grow up. It is just like you have got a torch light. It lights up only 3 feet. You have to travel 3 kilometers. You don't have to despair. Oh, 3 feet only lighting up. How can I go? Arey, keep going. Why 3 kilometers? 300 kilometers also you can walk. Same thing in life. So don't be surprised by these words. What it means is understanding the mechanism of the whole machine. The body, your sense organ, the sensations, the thoughts, I thought, yourself. When you do that, Brahma Tattva avagamyate dhruvam nishchitam. Brahma Tattva avagamyate, you know yourself. Na anyatha chalataya manogatehe. Na anyatha chalataya manogatehe. Manogatehe, anyatha chalataya. If the mind is unnecessarily moving, running, jumping, all the time, pratyayantaram bimisritam bhavet. It will be difficult to be aware of yourself because pratyayantara bimisritam bhavet. It gets mixed up with many, many different ideas. So many different thoughts are keeping coming. Understand? For the person who was never exposed to this knowledge, suppose he simply sits down in the name of meditation, he shall encounter only agitation, projection and nothing else. Whereas when you understand the truth for yourself, when you are exposed to this knowledge, the same agitation, the same projection, you know, comes from a steady background. Like previously, you were looking only at the picture playing on the screen. Now you know the screen also, picture also. Previously, you are looking at all the vehicles on the road. Now you know the road also, which never moves. Vehicles which pass. That is how you gain your stillness, stability in life. Please. Stability is not borrowed from somebody. A borrowed stability is not stability. I feel very stable. Why? Steady money flow. Money flow goes, stability goes. I am feeling very stable. Husband okay, wife okay, somebody okay, friends okay. Something somewhere goes wrong, your stability is finished. You are stable because you are stable. I am with myself. And therefore, even if thoughts change, make no difference to you. So that you have to do. Ataha, therefore he says, do this. Ata samadhatsva yatendriyasan nirantaram shantamana pratichi vidvansayadvantanadya vidyaya Krutam sadekatva vilokanena atas samadhatsva yatendriyasan nirantaram shantamana pratichi vidvansayadvantamanadya vidyaya Krutam sadekatva vilokanena. Beautiful verses. Atah samadhatsva. Therefore, may you continuously have this samadhi, meaning be you with yourself. Please understand, as I am telling you, do not forget the context. When you are exposing yourself to this knowledge, you are with the teacher, you are in Gurukula, this is the lifestyle. 24 hours, here you are. Doing what? Nothing. No responsibility of many kinds. Simple, ordinary responsibilities. You are not running a state. You are running a huge incorporation. Nor you are running school, college, university. Nothing. Just ordinary. Your life or one or two people around. That is why you need to withdraw yourself for some time. When you try to live this routine in a busy day-to-day life, naturally you fail. 24 hours, how can I sit down with myself? Why? Because morning when I get up, I have to get ready, son has to get ready, daughter has to get ready, brother has to get ready, friend has to get ready, coffee has to come, milk has to come, newspaper must be read. Huh? And then bus has to be picked up, then go to the school, then that must be done, then office must go, then office, phone, whole thing. 5 o'clock come back, while coming bring vegetables, and if they see that the kitchen fellow is there or the workers are there, not there, until you go to sleep, busy, and you tell him at Atha Samadha Swayatendriyasan, nonsense. What rubbish. To whom? Are you getting that point? That is why teaching in the schools, colleges, atmosphere in the cities, it is very good style now. Because these are all is like some, learning some fancy game. You are learning some Vedanta also. It doesn't work. Because you finish the class here, what is next? Go to the room and think. Any problem? Teacher is there, sit down and talk. By chance you don't talk to anybody, nobody misunderstands you. Why? Because you are not come here to develop friendship. Everything is supplied, so you don't have to cross the gate. So 24 hours. You attend a class in town, in Madras, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, wherever it is town. Finish 1 hour class. Then what? That becomes a place for, just like Rotary meeting, Lions meeting, there is also clubbing. How are you doing? My son is not doing all right, have you got a job there? Oh. So, networking. I've seen it. Just like you have got networking in organizations, you have got networking in Vedanta class also. What are you doing? What am I doing? Can you give me a job? Can you get some money? Can you do this? Can you do that? Wonderful. So you sit down there, waiting for the class to over, so that you can tell something to somebody what you need. What are you listening? Brahma Vidya, right? No, I'm not telling you jokes. It just works that way. And once you finish it up, no time for contemplation. Why? Oh, your child is coming back 1 o'clock from the school, I have to go back and quickly pick up something. Already 11 o'clock. Oh, we have to go there and quickly cook something and keep it ready. Or else the fellow devil comes and That's the attitude. And this servant has gone away. Aisho, are they talavali? The talavali is after class, huh? During the class also talavali. But suppressed because listening to I am Brahman. And the moment the class is over, I am without a servant. Now where is I am Brahman? You understand? I am not joking. It doesn't work. Or you can say something is better than nothing. Yes. But always you will be in that something stage. Never everything. It doesn't work. That is why withdrawing. Completely withdraw. Few days. Give up. 10 days, 20 days, something. Expose the whole thing. Get away. Atha samadhasva. What do you should? Yatendriya sanna. May you be with yourself. Yatendriya. Yata indriya. Withdrawing your sense organs from everything for some time. So suppose you sit down in your room. Because you know what you are doing. You are not searching. You know it is there. Are you getting that? When you have exposed yourself to knowledge, you know with sufficient logic, Shruti, Yukti, Anubhav, that who you are is what you are looking for. It is in yourself. It is like you know. The last night I saw the diamond. Now it is missing. Before I went to sleep, I saw it. It has to be in the bedroom because I didn't go anywhere. So what do you do? Finish your work when everybody has gone, make the bedroom upside down. When you are doing it, with absolute confidence you are looking. Why? You know it is here. So you are looking at yourself with absolute confidence. Happiness that looking for is in myself. Just stop all activities for some time, make the whole inside upside down. What is that thought? What is this I thought? Am I not conscious? Yes. If you don't know, if you are not sure where you have lost your diamond, whom shall you doubt? Servant. I think she has taken away. So if she gets a call, I'm going to dispose it off. Somebody visiting her, she's going to dispose it off. All nonsense will be coming in. Same thing. The moment you are not sure happiness in yourself, now you are thinking, maybe she took away happiness. Swamiji, you don't know. I got my relation into something, I am in trouble. I should not have taken that job. I got a wrong car. I got a wrong television. The wrong connection, this cell phone, stupid connection. Everything is getting that. Misery, misery, misery. You go on telling, going against everybody. You forgot, you have lost your happiness in yourself. Come on. When you are unhappy, is it in yourself or outside? The object of your unhappiness is outside. Where do you feel your unhappiness? On your knees, right? No, on my car only, Swamiji. When I get unhappy, my car starts bubbling on the back. Understand? It's all in you. So if you lose it inside, how are you going to find it outside? What a waste. What a waste. Religious thinking, secular thinking, nonsense. If I lost in my head, I find in my head. Why do you lose it? You lose something somewhere and search something somewhere. How wonderful. Why disappointment comes in life? Emptiness comes in life. Searching in wrong places. So you find it. Yatendriya sanna. So, yatendriya means person with. So suddenly, so you describe that fellow. Oh, he's a jitendriya. Why are you giving such hyperbolic statement, The fellow is a jitendriya. What jitendriya? Jitendriya means what? Because we know what is organs, sense organs and organs of action. I mean, you can't have a more ridiculous statement. Do you know why? To win over somebody, there must be a fight. Are you getting that? Winning presupposes a fight. Which sense organ fought with you? Come on. Eyes fight with you or you drive the eyes crazy? Sense objects fight with you? Can you say, I was going and this gold pulled me and forced me to take home? Yes. Can you say that? I was going and this Mercedes came away, pushed me inside the car, drive me home. Which object? Only another human being can give you false promise. I'll give you ultimate happiness. Unspoken statement is, if you give me happiness. These are the unspoken happiness of the lovers. Empty, stupid nonsense. Oh, I'll make you so happy. That is spoken. What is unspoken? If only you make me happy. That you are supposed to understand. That is why it is so dangerous. So you thought you'll make me happy. Whatever I do, not whatever you do. Now you are telling whatever I do. That time you didn't tell that. That time I told you, I'll make you happy. So I thought whatever I'll do, you'll make me happy. How can whatever you do, I'll make you happy? Whatever I say if you do, I'll make you happy. That you should have told from the day one. Then how am I going to marry you? Ishvara, Ishvara, Ishvara. Understand? Then there is no fighting over sansarga or sense object. Sense object world is so innocent. Sense object, body is so innocent. Which part of the body demands attention? Tell me, demands. Your eyes driving you crazy, ears driving you crazy, stomach driving you crazy. Nothing. You drive the body crazy. Please. So Jitendriya means in the beginning stages, withdrawn. Just withdrawn. Let me see how these things begin. So sense objects are far away, sense organ far away, I close my eyes. Then what happens? Nirantaram shantamana pratichi. So objects far away, sense organs in their own place, shantamana, manaha shanta. No more you indulge in these projections that this will give me happiness, that will give me happiness. No. It is in myself. Therefore, shanta. What is ashantamana? Which pushes you, goes on pushing you. That man, this woman, that object, this thing, this money, that job, this job. Is continuously repeating inside your head. False promises, deceptions, dreams, and turns to be nightmares. Shantamana. Now having exposed to this knowledge, yes, there is a thought of gold. But gold is not going to make me happy or unhappy. It has a usage. It can be used. But happy or unhappiness, no. So Shanta. Shantamana pratiji. Then vidhvansaya dhvantamanadya vidyaya. Vidhvansaya dhvantam. Dhvantam andhakaram. Andhakaram vidhvansaya. Destroy this darkness of ignorance. Which because of the anadi avidya, because the beginningless ignorance, you took that these things will give you happiness. Now, having destroyed, how? How do you do that? Krutam sadayekam avalokanena. Krutam sadekatva avalo. Sada sat ekatva avalokanena. Sad avalokanena ekatva. Oneness, truth. Sat chit ananda. That is myself. Avalokanena, seeing that indeed whatever I am looking for, it is in myself. Sit down. Once you do it, withdraw completely, then you now choose to use your thought, use your body, use your creation. Nobody tells you not to use the body, not to use your mind, not to use your senses. Learn how to use it. Keeping the car at home, why should we walk? Keeping a beautiful mind inside. Learning to use and be absolutely creative. Instead of doing that, no thought. What are you wasting your time for? Living a celebration continuously. So you appreciate it for yourself. Then you know how to approach the sense subject world, your body, your mind, your senses, your people, your situations. Everything is fantastic. And therefore, with this I'll stop. When I come back, how do I do it? Read the first one, just initially I just stop. When I come back, we'll see fantastic lines. I really wish you could go on and on. Yogasya prathama dvaram vang nirodho parigraha nirasa cha niriha cha nityam ekanta silata. I'll come back and tell, but I'll give you the meaning because very important parting message. Yogasya Prathamadwara. You want to achieve this yoga? Prathamadwara, the first gate, the first step. What is that? Vang Nirodha. What is Vang Nirodha? No speaking. Vang Nirodha does not mean not speaking, making required speech. You go to the extremes. First stage, don't speak. Vang Nirodha. That also you can do. Or required speech. But required speech you don't want to tell because this ahankara is so smart, all in the name of requirement, it will be talking 24 hours. That is why put a plaster on your mouth. Vang Nirodha. Do you know why? When you go on speaking, the mind goes on spinning. The spinning mind will stop spinning if you stop speaking. Try it, you shall see. You are going on spinning. You don't speak. It will stop. He is not encouraged to speak. If you go on speaking, it goes on spinning. Understand? Prathamadwara, no speech. You want to observe your mind? If you don't speak, you will be automatically thrown back to your mind. Because you have to listen to what your mind says. But if you are continuously speaking, you are not listening. That is why the guys who go on speaking, they don't listen to anybody. Have you not seen in the parties? Have you not seen in the get-togethers? 5-10 people, there will be some fellows like verbal diarrhea. Impossible to stop. You just take a tape recorder and do that. You will see. And just be a silent observer for a change. Just sit down. You will see where the discussion takes place. Nonsense. Absolutely directionless. From where it begins, where it goes, God only knows. Spinning, 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 spinning. When it's spinning, you go on speaking. When you go on speaking, you go on spinning. So at the end of it, you feel energetic or exhausted. You can see for yourself. It's time to go to sleep now. What are you doing? Talking nonsense. If you talk sense, for hours together you talk, you feel more energetic. After a class like this, falling asleep is difficult. Mind is open. So alert. But if you talk nonsense, movie, money, how is that girl is, how that boy is, what is your dress, what is my dress, where are you going, where are you going, after half an hour, why? No interest, no interest. Prathamadwara. Vang Nirodha, you better switch it off. And then what? When I see nirasa, then aparigraha. Then aparigraha. Aparigraha means list of the things at your disposal. List of the things. As a brahmachari, as a student, when you are student's life, vidyarthi, list of the things in your room. When you get in, book, notebook, pencil. Dresses, 2 pairs. 10 pairs of dresses. 20 pair of things. Inside the room, no walking there. Why? Slowly I am collecting. Slowly I am collecting. What are you collecting? Books. Should you collect wisdom or should you collect books? Should you be with yourself or should you collect book? And if you collect a book, ask yourself a question. How many times you have studied? I have seen it. The fellow will have a personal library to show off. What many books you have read? Nothing. In some books, the price tag is not removed. Plastic cover is not removed. But I'm a book enthusiast. Oh, I see. No, no. Aparigraha. List of the things. Why? So that mind is not spent on that. That is why I am telling you, don't forget the context. Don't tell it to a person who is staying in metropolis. Don't speak to anybody. Everybody will be confused. Why are you not talking? Being with myself. He will drive everybody nuts. That is when you see religious people working in office. Oh boy, what a headache. There also he reserves his right to write Ram, Ram, Ram. He reserves his right. I want to go to Ayappa, you are not giving me 10 days holidays. So, because you are going for Ayappa, you should have 10 days holidays from the government office. A religious man reserves his right to do what he wants to do. That is why it is so funny and stupid. When you withdraw yourself, you want to live that lifestyle, completely withdraw. Anybody, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, and live that. List of the things in your room. Few things, one or two. Nothing to think about. No speech. And if you don't speak to anybody, nobody misunderstands. Nirasi aparigraha. Nirasi, nirya also. Nirasa. No other dreams and demands. Why? For 15 days I have suspended every dream. If you are 15 days you live this life, I tell you, knowledge, you can't escape. Nirasa, no more dreams for 15 days. Suspended everything. Niriya, no chesta for getting anything. If it's there, fine, not there, fine. I am with myself. That is why Shuka, Brahmarshi, taught whom? Parikshita. How many days Parikshita took to understand? 7 days. The entire Bhagavatam is studied for 7 days. Knowing for sure he is going to die after the 7th day. Takshaka, the serpent is coming to bite him. That is the curse of the Rishi. 7 days time he has got. He has to make use of it. And how did he make use of it? Bring my son, I want to see his face. Bring my grandmother, I want to hug him. Are you nuts? What did he say? Bring Shuka Brahmarshi. I want to listen to Bhagavatam. Why? Be with myself. And after 7 days, he's finished. Let the snake bite or leave. Who cares? He is dead inside. 15 days, 20 days, long time. And today in our generation, being everything, everybody is so smart, 7 days too long, 7 minutes enough. We are too smart, you know that? Everything is becoming easier and easier. Why this knowledge must be difficult? Think for yourself. Your father was traveling to London 6 months in that ship. 6 months they were traveling. Can you say now, I am a very orthodox person. I respect tradition. I shall go to London as my grandfather had gone. 6 months in a ship. Will you do that? Any fool? In 8 hours jet flight is there. Why are you that ship you want to take? Will you say, no, I am a traditional cultivator. I must take the same plough, even if there are tractors. For biological reason, that's a different thing. But suppose you say that, it's massive things done. Or your operation, pinhole operation, gallbladder gone with a hole, not even a cut. Stomach operation with a hole. You can't say, no, you cut my, because traditionally I want. Today you go to eye surgeon, it is like cutting your vegetable. 2 minutes, go. Now I say, no, cut my open. And I lay Long John Silver, I should have the one patch on my eyes. For 15 days, can't look this way, that way. Can you do that? If everything is easier, why only this self-knowledge must be difficult? That also is easier. Because the people are smarter. They can grasp it just like that. Nobody is stupid enough to believe that the object gives me happiness. When you are poor, you had a dream like that. Now you are rich enough to understand nothing gives me security. Some comfort, yes. Security, no. The stock exchange, you are, right? Little boom, boom. Bust, bust. We are finished. You know that there is no security. It has to be myself. Easier to appreciate. So, you want to do that? Start with. Okay? Do that. Have a nice time. Enjoy yourself. Take it in this spirit. You are learning a driving so that you can drive through the whole universe. An absolute sightseeing. There is no problem, no pain, no anxiety. Close your eyes, please. Thank you, friends. Namaskar.